Hi there, welcome once again to this channel, Daughter of Africa, where we are all about Africa and Africa is our business. I am Sharon Baranga, and this week's episode is a story time based on my experience in Dubai. Now, I have two stories, one a not so good one, and the other one is a beautiful story. So, stay tuned. So it all happened last year in Dubai, where I was attending a global education conference, which is a meeting that brought together education stakeholders from different parts of the world. Now, what happens is that once we get to Dubai, we are normally booked into different hotels, and then there are buses that are scheduled to pick us every day for the next 4 days. When the conference will be happening, the buses will pick us from where we are staying at to where the main conference will be. On the second day, I happened to be in the second bus that was ready to leave for the conference. So I was sitting next to another lady that we had participated together in a different program. She was from Brazil. So we were pretty excited that we met again in Dubai. So we were just catching up the path our different careers were taking, and so excited that finally we met again in Dubai. So right in front of us, next to the window, sat another lady from Uganda. And then a few minutes, another lady came and sat next to this lady from Uganda. So the lady who came and sat there was a Caucasian. So we continued chit-chatting with this lady from Brazil until when it was just about like 5 minutes before the bus will leave, another lady came into the bus. Now this lady came and stood where the two ladies were seated just right in front of us and told the Ugandan lady, I want to sit next to my friend. So when she said that, I stopped talking to this other lady who was seated next to me, and I just wanted to see how the drama would unfold. So, lo and behold, this lady from Uganda actually stood up, and the two friends sat together. So the bus started moving, and this lady from Uganda was very uncomfortable because she was wearing high heels, and then every time the bus would approach a bump, she would move as if she was just about to fall. So it really got to me, and I just had to speak. I just had to speak out. So I tapped this lady, the two friends who were seated together. I tapped them, and asked, don't you think it was very unfair of you to make this lady stand and you continue chit-chatting, comfortably seated, while the person you met here before, you've made her stand? So there was an altercation. So when I started the conversation, other ladies from Uganda now joined in. They're like, no, it's very unfair. The both of you found this lady. If you knew you wanted to sit together, you'd have waited for the next bus. It was very unfair of you to make this lady stand. And then finally, the lady who came in late stood, and this lady from Uganda, we told her, sit. That is your space. Let no one bully you around. So this lady sat and this other lady stood. Now part two of the drama. Now there was another man, I don't know, I can't call him a gentleman. So there was another man, a Caucasian again, who was seated just adjacent to these ladies, and he was watching as the story unfolded. And when this Caucasian lady now stood to give way for this Ugandan lady to sit, now this Caucasian man was like, excuse me, ma'am, you can come sit here, I'll just stand. So you were like, okay, so you could not stand, you could not give space for the Ugandan lady to sit, but now you can give space for this Caucasian lady to sit. Awkward moment. I was like, I just want this bus to get to the venue so that I can alight and forget I ever met these people. When that man stood, the whole bus went silent. No one talked until when we got to the venue and everyone alighted. No one was talking to each other. We were like, hey, that was enough drama for the morning. The second story is a beautiful story which still happened in Dubai. Now, to give you context, people from Africa, we are normally very cautious when we're dealing with people from the Middle East because we've had a lot of horrific stories from Middle East, and these normally come from the young women who leave the continent to go and work in Middle East as domestic workers who are normally mistreated, others are killed. So we know that these people are not exactly the friendliest people when it comes to people of color or Africans. So I have that in the at the background of my mind. I know these people are not exactly the friendliest people when it comes to Africans. So I was at this venue where the conference was taking place. I had finished scripting for my story. I had finished editing. I am a journalist, by the way. I had finished editing, and so the last step was to send this story back at home for two bulletins, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Now, Dubai is around 2 hours ahead of the Kenyan time, so I had at least time before I send this story. So what happened is that where the event was taking place or the conference was taking place, the Wi-Fi had jammed. It was very weak and I could not even send a story. And we had to leave the venue for another venue because the organizers had organized for a concert where we had Rita Ora performing. I'm a very big fan of Rita Ora, so I was really looking forward to attending her concert. So there was this concert that was happening on the same day in the evening, and everyone had to attend. So the buses that picked us in the morning were there ready to pick all the delegates to where the concert was happening. I had not sent my story, so I was not really comfortable. So I boarded this bus, shingo pande, not really wanting to board this bus because I was anxious. I wanted to send this story first before I could attend the concert. So we left the venue and on the way to the concert. So once we alighted, I told my colleague, I cannot attend this concert unless this story is home. So we left the people who are being checked by security guards as they made their way into the venue where the concert was going to take place, and we went to another building that was just adjacent to where this building was. We went, talked to the security guards, explained our story. We told them, we are journalists, we have this story that we've done, we are supposed to send this story back at home, and unfortunately we are having a difficult time in getting a Wi-Fi. So the security guards were kind enough and told us, we cannot help you, but you can try go to that building that you can see over there. That's a media house. Go try and find out if they can be of help to you. So together with my colleague, we made our way to the building where we were directed to, and we found that they had already closed and people had already gone home. But we met a young man who was making his way out of the office. He was Arab, and so we approached him. We introduced ourselves. We told him, we are journalists, we have this story that we have filed, we're supposed to send at home, and we're having a difficult time because we don't have internet. So the guy actually connected us to his hotspot, and he was like, just try and try see if this can help you, because back in the office everyone has gone home. In fact, I'm among the last people to leave the office, so you can try use my hotspot. So he connected us to his hotspot on his phone, and we tried. We were not successful because I think our video was very big, because for 30 minutes this man was there patiently waiting for us to send the story. So after 30 minutes, he was like, I'm very sorry because I'm supposed to be somewhere else, and I'm really sorry that I could not be able to be of help to you, but you can try go to that hotel there, directed to us to another big hotel that was just around the vicinity, and told us go there and try and see if they can help you. So we told him thank you. So that was my first impression of meeting an Arab guy who was very helpful to strangers that he has never met. So we left and headed to that hotel. We met the receptionist. The receptionist was, you can try. So we tried again with the Wi-Fi. at that hotel, and mind you, it was a very big hotel, and the Wi-Fi was weak. It was very weak. Hey, Africans, we're not the only ones with these problems. You know, this is Dubai, a first world country that has internet issues. So the receptionist told us, you can try go to another hotel which is like 2 blocks away and try and see if their Wi-Fi is strong. So we left with my colleague, and once we get there, I told him, you know, let me not try this hotel, let me go to that small restaurant over there, maybe they can help us. So we passed this hotel that we were being directed to and went to the restaurant, where we found the owner of the restaurant. He was an Arab guy who was around 50 years. So we explained our story to him, and he was like, don't worry, we're gonna help you, we're gonna help you. So he called one of his staff members and was like, give them the password, give them the password. So mind you, first of all, we were not buying anything in this restaurant, so we were not going to eat, we're not going to drink, but he offered to help. So the staff member comes and gives us the password, we connect, and voila, in the next 10 minutes my story was home, just like that. So we were very thankful to these people for having helped us, you know, and it totally changed my perception of Arab guys. Now, this is my own experience. I know we have people who have really horrible experiences when they dealt with people from the Middle Eastern countries. And here I was, you know, walking, making my way to Rita Ora's concert. So I missed like half of it, but I was excited still to be among the attendees of this international star who I really like. So those were my stories from Dubai. One, a not so good story, and another one, a very beautiful story. Now, these are all based on my experience. Again, I know we have people who have had different experiences, and you know, in this world, we have people who are really bad and we have people who are very kind. Now, if you want to connect with me on my social media platforms, on Facebook, I am Sharon Baranga with an apostrophe, that is BARANG'. On Twitter, I am Sharon_Baranga without the apostrophe. And on Instagram, I'm Sharon Baranga. Now, I want to thank each and every person who has subscribed, liked, commented, and shared this video. Kindly also share this video with all your contacts, and let's help grow the channel. I'm very appreciative. I'm overwhelmed by the support I'm so far receiving. And until the next episode, which is going to be a very, very exciting video about the continent, stay tuned. I will be here to share more. So stay blessed, stay safe.